Toiling away in relative anonymity for close to a decade and loving it. This is Game Points with Matthew Ross.
Fresh off all night celebrating a Titans victory, we welcome into the show on the line a man who is afraid of freezing rain. He's stuck up in Laval and not here in studio this evening, who helps us out every Tuesday and Sunday on the program, our buddy Stefano Micella. Hey, Steph, how you doing?
Well, I'm sorry I didn't risk my life for you guys tonight.
As if he ever did.
Stefano is always in charge of our NFL Game Points Pick'em Pool. And Stefano, if you'd enlighten the listeners as to the awful standings after last week.
Well, Matthew, let me put it this way. We're the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked.
And there is your Simpsons reference of the week. Well done.
Three-way tie in first place, actually, 29-31.
Oh, that's god-awful. I want to puke. That's bad.
Yourself, Mitch Gallo, and the producer slot, actually.
Oh!
29-31.
All right. Now, did Sean Coleman actually get his picks in last week?
Yes, he did, actually.
And it didn't help him, apparently.
Well, he did tie Mo Khan.
Oh, I love it. All right, Stefano. Well, we got 4 games to go over this week. What do you got for us? And by the way, did Coleman get his picks in for a change?
Yes, he did.
Oh, fantastic. All right. Now, where are you calling from? Are you, outside shoveling snow? What's going on?
I'm in my house.
Are you using an awful static phone, or what's going on?
Well, I told you it's awful up here in Laval.
You're in Laval. You're not in a shack, ice fishing.
You know what this sounds like? You know, you make those super-duper long-distance phone calls and hear the echo?
Yeah.
Hey, how you been? And then they get the reply 5 seconds later. This is what it's all about right now. It's Steph Micella. I've been to the Micella compound.
The compound, yes.
Yeah, we have the in front and everything.
See, what is going on? Where are you calling from? You know what this feels like? This feels like a 1987 call when you had those cordless phones that just weren't that good. They can only work for 20 minutes. That's what Stefano's probably using at this point.
Well, we better hurry up then.
All right, fair enough. Game 1.
Game 1, the highlight of the 1 o'clock slot. Cincinnati, 4.5-point underdogs at Pittsburgh.
Yeah, this is a hard one to pick. Boy, I really thought Pittsburgh would take out Dallas last week, and for a while in the fourth quarter, it certainly looked that way. I'm going back and forth on this one here. I like the points, and I like Cincinnati here. I can't believe I'm going to pick Cincy in Pittsburgh, but nothing is going right now for Pittsburgh. I know they have Polamalu back, but I don't like the running game. And to me, Pittsburgh's always been about the running game and that running team and the offensive line. Give me Cincy.
Give me Pittsburgh. You know what? I know Pittsburgh's played tough, the last couple of weeks here. And looking at what Ben Roethlisberger said indirectly to the media about the play calling selection here, I think they'll definitely get this revitalized and be ready to play a good Bengal football team at home against a Bengal team that's pretty tough on the road here. So long story short, give me the Steelers plus the points to win.
I'm going to take the Steelers as well, seeing as how they need this game and basically the next one to get into the playoffs. They're looking ahead to the Cleveland Browns. I know they're thinking about the Bengals this week, but they're saying if we can win this one and we've got the Browns to overcome to make the playoffs, we got a pretty good shot. So I say it starts here, especially at home at Heinz Field. And Ben Roethlisberger's kind of getting back into that groove, his 3rd game back off of injury. So I'll take Pittsburgh here.
Words, give me the Natty.
The Natty.
Did you say Pittsburgh?
He said the Natty in Mo Khan's words.
I heard Pittsburgh.
Wow. All right, and the other 2 gentlemen?
Both of the Steelers.
Game 2.
Game 2. 2 teams struggling a bit recently. The New York Giants now 2.5-point favorites on the road at the Baltimore Ravens.
Giants on the road at the Baltimore Ravens. I'm going to take the Ravens here, and one reason only, Ray Lewis. I think Ray Lewis will be back. He'll set the tempo. Nothing more to say here.
I'm going with the New York Giants to win this football game here. Again, Giants are a good road team, even though they have not shown it against the Skins and, of course, against the Falcons. They control their own destiny. If they win this football game, they will definitely be in the driver's seat to potentially clinch a playoff spot come next week, forcing the flex game with the Redskins and Cowboys Week 17 here. So give me the Giants to win this football game over the Baltimore Ravens.
I'm going to go with the Ravens here just because I think the New York Giants are a streaky team. We saw it last year, what they did and how they pulled through down the stretch and won the games that they needed to win. Well, I think it's the same thing this year in reverse. It's a little bit of a Super Bowl letdown, and now they're losing those games close to the end of the season. That's going to keep them out of the playoffs with both the Redskins and the Cowboys breathing down their necks. So I'm going to take the Ravens here, and I think Ray Lewis is a big boost.
All right, I'm going to go with the Giants here. I just think Baltimore's already clinched the playoff spot despite their losses, so I just think the Giants will be a little more desperate for the win. And the other two gentlemen have both gone with the Ravens.
Okay, Game 3.
Game 3, we have the Minnesota Vikings, 7.5-point underdogs at the Houston Texans.
Well, Texans got their win last week. That was their big one. I'll tell you what, any kind of game at a Christian Ponder here, and the Vikings have a shot. They legitimately have a shot. That's a big question and a big assumption, but I can't go against AP. It's the number 2 run defense in the league is that Texan unit, but I'm going to take Minnesota. I'm going to take the points.
Give me the Texans. I like Houston a lot in this football game. They are definitely playing good football of late. Remember how they rebounded from a tough, ugly loss to the Patriots in this home win last week against the Indianapolis Colts here. I think they'll easily win this football game and cover the point spread as well.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Texans as well. This is a team that they've only lost 2 games all year. So I don't know why people are jumping off the bandwagon and saying that they might not be able to do it. The only 2 games they've lost are to the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers, 2 viable Super Bowl contenders, especially at home. Once again, I don't see NFL teams that are elite getting beat at home, and I think the Houston Texans have proven themselves elite. I'm going to take the Texans here.
Yeah, I just don't see Christian Ponder doing anything. I mean, the Vikings are last in the league in passing, and they're basically going to be stacking the box to stop Peterson, so I'll take the Texans here.
All right, and we all know how stacking the box has been working, right, against Adrian Peterson the last few weeks?
Well, it's Houston.
Just checking. And the other guys?
Both with the Vikings.
Okay. Game 4.
Game 4, Sunday Night Football. San Francisco 49ers off the big win in New England, 1.5-point favorites at the Seattle Seahawks.
Wow. Talk about a big one. You basically answered the question for me, Stefano. The game is in Seattle. What is Seattle's record at home? 6-0. That's all I need to know. Give me the Seahawks.
I'll second that. Seahawks playing great football. The hottest team in the NFL the last few weeks, scoring a lot of points. They went back-to-back 50 points these last 2 weeks here. Yes, it is a home game. I think San Fran's a very tough road team. But remember, though, San Fran cross-country travel on a short week, so to speak, here came in late, early Monday morning, or whatever you want to call it, late Sunday night. And now they got prepped for another road game up in Seattle. I like the Seahawks win this football game because their defense will be a hard-hitting contest, like an SEC battle here.
Yeah, not only that, I think there's going to be some letdown once again. Coming back off a big win, which we saw with the Patriots this past week. They get the big win over the Texans, and then they stumble here. So I think that, plus the fact that they did not close out in that game against New England, that should have been a much different score than it was at the end of the game. I say those things, coupled with the fact that they are traveling to Seattle, that this is a hotly contested, and for Seattle, still trying to gain some playoff ground. So I'm going to take the Seahawks at home. If it was in San Francisco, it'd be the other way around.
Pretty simple for me. I have to catch a few guys in first place, so I have to pick against them. I'm going with the 49ers.
All right. And the other 2 guys?
Mitch has taken Seattle, while Sean has taken San Fran.
All right. Well, there you go. GamePointsRadio.com. You can hear this segment in its entirety and better edited by Stefano Micella, even though we have music playing in the background. You'll figure it out. Look for it in your email box, okay, Steph?
The gift of editing.
Yes. Thank you very much, Stefano. I appreciate it. You can follow Steph as well on twitter.com/smachella9. Stefano, good luck with the rest of the ice fishing this evening.
Thank you. I'm going to go have some Cool Whip now.
I don't even know what that means, but I guess Eric Thomas gets it. Thanks.
And Mo Gunn does as well.
All right. There you go. Another NFL picks segment in the books.